5 Best Dividend Stocks on Trading 212. These are well-known, liquid, and historically reliable dividend payers. 1. Realty Income. Monthly dividends. Long history of increases. REIT focused on retail and commercial properties. Realty Income. 2. Johnson & Johnson J&J. Dividend King, 60-plus years of increases. Defensive healthcare giant. Johnson & Johnson. 3. British American Tobacco, BATS. Very high yield. Popular among UK dividend investors. British American Tobacco. 4. Legal & General, LGN. Strong, stable UK dividend payer. Attractive yield and consistent cash flow. Legal & General. 5. Coca-Cola, KO. Dividend King. Defensive consumer staple. Coca-Cola. 5 Best ETFs on Trading 212. These ETFs are available on T212 and widely used for income, growth, or diversification. 1. Vanguard FTSE All World, VWRL. Global diversification. Long-term favorite. Vanguard FTSE All World. 2. iShares Core FTSE 100, ISF. High-yield UK large caps. Low fees. iShares FTSE 100. 3. SBDR S&P Dividend Aristocrats, SBYD/SBDR UK equivalents. Focus on companies with long dividend histories. Dividend Aristocrats ETF. 4. iShares Global Clean Energy, INRG. Popular thematic ETF. Long-term renewable energy exposure. Global Clean Energy ETF. 5. Invesco Nasdaq 100, EQQQ. Tech-heavy growth ETF. European version of QQQ. Nasdaq 100 ETF. Quick table category top picks why they work dividend stocks. J&J, BATS, LGN, KO reliable payouts, defensive sectors, long histories ETF SVWRL, ISF, dividend aristocrats, INRG, EQQQ diversification, low fees, strong long-term performance. If you want, I can also build you a Trading 212 friendly portfolio, e.g., pound 100/pound 500/pound 1000 allocations, using the SE picks. Great! Let's build you a clean, beginner-friendly Trading 212 portfolio using the dividend stocks and ETFs we discussed. I'll give you 3 versions, so you can choose the one that fits your style. Low-risk income portfolio. Balanced dividend plus growth portfolio. High-growth ETF-heavy portfolio. Everything below uses only assets available on Trading 212. 1. Low-risk income portfolio. Dividends first. Perfect if you want steady payouts and lower volatility. Allocation. 30% realty income. Monthly dividends. REIT stability. 25% legal and general. LGN. Strong UK dividend payer. 20% British American Tobacco, BATS. High yield. 15% Johnson & Johnson J&J. Defensive healthcare. 10% Coca-Cola, KO. Reliable consumer staple. What this portfolio gives you. High, steady income. Defensive sectors. Lower volatility than pure growth portfolios. 2. Balanced dividend plus growth portfolio, most popular choice. A mix of income, stability, and long-term growth. Allocation. 25% Vanguard FTSE All World ETF, VWRL. Global diversification. 20% realty income. Monthly dividends. 15% legal and general, LGN. Strong UK income. 15% Invesco Nasdaq 100 ETF, EQQQ. Tech growth. 15% Johnson & Johnson J&J. Defensive stability. 10% British American Tobacco, BATS. High yield. What this portfolio gives you. Global exposure. Strong dividends. Growth from tech. Balanced risk. 3. High-growth ETF-heavy portfolio. Growth first, income second. Ideal if you want long-term compounding with some dividends. Allocation. 40% Vanguard FTSE All World ETF, VWRL. 25% Invesco Nasdaq 100 ETF, EQQQ. 15%. iShares FTSE 100 ETF ISF. 10%. SBDR Dividend Aristocrats ETF. 10% Realty Income. Oh. What this portfolio gives you: strong long-term growth, global diversification, some dividend income, higher volatility, but higher upside. Which one should you choose? Want income? Now go with Portfolio 1. Want income plus growth? Choose Portfolio 2. Want maximum long-term growth? Choose Portfolio 3. If you want, I can also build you a £100/£500/£1,000 version of any of these portfolios so you know exactly how many shares to buy. Perfect. Here is a clean, ready-to-use £1,000 trading 212 portfolio based on the balanced dividend plus growth mix you chose earlier. This version gives you global exposure, strong dividends, and long-term growth potential. I'll keep it simple, actionable, and aligned with how you like to structure things. £1,000 trading 212 portfolio, balanced dividend plus growth. This allocation follows the percentages we set earlier and converts them into exact pound amounts. Asset allocation %pound amount. Why it's here: Vanguard FTSE All World VWRL, 25% pound 250 global diversification realty income. 20% pound 200 monthly dividends L Eagle and General LGN. 15% pound 150 strong UK dividend payer Invesco Nasdaq 100 EQQQ. 15% pound 150 tech growth Johnson & Johnson, Johnson & Johnson. 15% pound 150 defensive stability British American Tobacco, BATS. 10% pound 100 high yield total, £1,000. This gives you global exposure VWRL, tech growth EQQQ, strong dividends LGN, BATS. Defensive stability J&J, monthly income realty income. It's diversified across regions, sectors, and risk levels, which is exactly what you want for a balanced long-term portfolio.